Hello everybody and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Kira and today I am giving you guys a writing update, which I feel like it's been a long time since I've made one of these videos. So, if you watched my video, I think it was reflecting over Camp NaNoWriMo of this year, I decided to shelve my project, Project Dragon. It's a trilogy about dragons and this girl going on an adventure and trying to find herself, and I just feel like I'm not ready to be writing a series. I'm not ready to be writing fantasy. Creating a world is a lot harder than you would think it is. Wasn't expecting that, and so I decided to shelve that book for, I don't know, the foreseeable future, as long as it needs to be shelved. So now I have moved on to working on my book, Project Werewolves, which I have talked about quite a lot on this channel because I started that one. I think I got that idea around the same time that I got the idea for Project Dragon. So they've kind of been like a hand-in-hand project for me that I work on simultaneously. So I decided now, Project Werewolves, my sole focus, along with my new WIP, WIP, Witches, which is about witches. I am in the paranormal sphere completely now. One is a romance and one is a kind of like a murder mystery, a mystery thriller with witches. That's kind of the premise of the other one. So I'm working on the outline for Witches because I want to write that book for NaNoWriMo. So I want to have my outline completely done by October 31st, or at least have most of it done so I can start writing the book and then I could always outline as I go. But I think my plan is probably to have it at least outlined up to the midpoint. That's my plan with that. But Project Werewolves, I have decided to dive into this one full force until NaNoWriMo. I was thinking last night as I was working on the book, I am trying to just focus on Avery's point of view, which is the main girl, and then the other point of view is Lucas. I don't know why I did peace signs. Anyways, I am working on Avery's point of view, and I've been trying to finish my outline, and I was trying to figure out, like, what my timeline for this book is, what I want it to be. I don't know if I want to refer to this draft as Draft 2 or Draft 3, because when I started rewriting it, it was like a complete rewrite of a different draft, and I didn't finish it, and now I'm finishing it. So it was like the rewrite Draft 2, and now this is Draft 3. I don't know. I'm confused. I've been referring to it as Draft 2 just because it feels like it's a Draft 2 in a Draft 2 state to me, I guess, if there's like a certain state that you could have for drafts. So I decided to give myself a deadline for this book. I want to finish it by October 31st. I made a deadline for myself. I haven't made a deadline for a book in a while, just because I kind of haven't been really working on anything besides Project Dragon in a while, which it's kind of nice to not be working on Project Dragon. I've been so wrapped up in that and trying to make that work, and it hasn't been working and it's been frustrating. It's nice to be working on this and have this like be working and everything, like I'm reading it and it sounds good. And I'm like, wow, this is amazing. So I'm working on Project Werewolves. My deadline is now October 31st, and I have a long way to go. But I was going to take you guys with me in my, I don't know, journey of making a little calendar to keep track of how many days I have left. I did the math yesterday. I have like 52 days left in my deadline because I just made it. I just started seriously working on this book again randomly last month, and then I really dipped off and dropped it and was only working on Witches, and so I picked it back up again, and I made myself a deadline because I'm finishing this fucking book. So I already kind of made like a little bit of a template. This is my writing notebook for this story, just a blue notebook that I got from Walmart. I like to get the ones that have the little pocket so then I can shove random papers in there if I need to. A lot of the stuff that's in the beginning of this is like not even worth it anymore because the story's changed a lot since then. So yeah, this is my writing notebook for this story. I I like having a notebook for each story so I can just solely put all my notes in here, and then I can always find all of my notes for the story at once, because I used to just like randomly write my notes on pieces of papers and shit, and I would lose them. So I keep them all in one notebook so I can always reference back to them. I have this page that I started keeping track of my word sprints on. I don't really do word sprints when I'm editing. I do word sprints when I'm trying to draft. I don't think that this page is going to be filled up aggressively, but also if I do fill it up, the entire back is blank, so I'm not really too worried about it. At the bottom down here, I'm going to be making 2 little calendars, one for September and one for October, with little boxes that I can, like, I don't know, color in or, like, cross off or whatever as I get to my deadline. And, yeah, that's my plan. I did a little bit of the math before I started this because I didn't want to deal with trying to do the math later. There. Set you on Bridgerton. I'm going to listen to some music and get all my boxes sorted out. I should have said this before I put the camera over here. I'm going to listen to some music while I get all of my boxes drawn out, and then I will show you what I got going on. Bye, time for time lapse. And this is what we got. I just made a basic little calendar at the bottom of the thing. September to the 30th, October to the 31st. I made it start on Monday because weeks start on Monday. And I'm just going to go through, I think I'll probably just go through with my little highlighter that I use on here and just highlight each day as they pass to see how long it takes me to get to my deadline down here. I like that it's like nice and small at the bottom of the paper. Bam. That's my little calendar that I made. Super simple. It's just 7 inches across, and then I made a nick where every half-inch mark was, and then 2 lines to make the boxes this size. I think it turned out pretty good for just some quick math. Now that we got my little deadline calendar out of the way, I did the math, and I have to complete at least a chapter a day to hit my deadline, which should be very reasonable because I've been doing like 2 chapters a day. That was when I was editing though. I do have quite a few chapters coming up that need to be written, like full written. So the chances of me getting through 2 chapters a day when I have to write an entire chapter is probably a little bit more slim. But if I can edit multiple chapters in a day, then it will get me ahead of schedule. And then give me some buffer days in there because I normally try to take the weekends off from writing so I can hang out with my boyfriend and stuff. So this is my plan. I'm gonna finish Project Werewolves by Halloween. It's gonna happen. I don't know what else to say because it's gonna happen. I'm excited though. I really like these characters and I really am ready to just see the entire book completed, laid out there. So I don't really know what else to put. What else do I tell you? I made a deadline and I'm sticking to it. Bam! Writing update. Oh, wait, here, let me tell you. I am sitting at 56,300 words in this draft so far. A lot of those are words brought over from the other draft that I'm editing, and I'm going to be adding to it. My goal is to try to get it to 70,000 words, but I've already added 3,000 words in just editing. I have no fear that I'm not going to hit that goal. I think it should be fairly easy to hit that goal. But other than that, that's this video. There's my writing update. I am working on Project Werewolves again. I am really excited to be finishing it. I think my plan after finishing this book is in November, while I'm focused on writing Witches, I'm going to give this book to some people to read, to get feedback on. And then I'll probably jump back into editing it and working on it whenever I get all that feedback. Feedback back. Say that 3 times fast. Feedback back. Feedback back. Feedback back. Okay, that's not as hard to say as I thought it was. Anyways, that's the end of this video. If you enjoy writing updates like this, please give this video a thumbs up. Tell me down below if you are planning on participating in NaNoWriMo, and tell me if you have any deadlines in your own writing coming up. I would love to know how your guys' writing is going. I felt like I needed to put a writing video out there because I've just been putting a lot of videos about books out there. So here it is, your writing video, talking about it. I'm going to try to do some writing vlogs coming up, especially now that I'm going to be hardcore working on these 2 books. So look out for that. And if you want to see those, subscribe to my YouTube channel. I try to post every Sunday and Wednesday. Sometimes the videos are late, but you definitely will see me in the next video. Bye!